Hello?
Hello, is this Jamal Wilcox?
Yes, it is. How's it going?
It's going good. All right. How's it going down there in South Florida?
Man, it's super hot, man, but just maintain it, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, you're out in South Florida, and Dylan, your partner, is in L.A. How did you guys get hooked up?
It's kind of crazy, man. Actually, he actually met me through, one of my tracks. I actually produced a beat, put it on YouTube, and it ended up getting like a 2 or 3 million hits. But I think
Oh, my gosh.
yeah, it's crazy. But he ended up meeting me when it was like at 1 million hits or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Then, he contacted me and, he just kept being persistent. I didn't really know who he was, but he's like, man, I want to do business. I want to do business with you.
Uh-huh.
And, basically that's pretty much what happened. He was so persistent. Then I just finally listened to him one day. Then he came with some ideas that were, just really interesting. And, I was going in the same path at the same time, and it just made sense. And he had a really good vibe to him, so we just kind of clicked, man. And that's the story, man. Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah, he does have a nice vibe to him. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Okay, now tell me about your background. When you were coming up, when you were growing up, what was important to you? What made sense to you on TV, radio, music-wise, just all that kind of stuff going on? Probably came up during the Iraq War, the first Iraq War. And
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing it on TV. I was young, so I didn't really pay attention to all that stuff. It just seemed really negative, so I didn't, I was real positive, so I didn't really, really pay much attention as a child. But, I do remember, like watching like the Cosby Show and, things like that. TV was just different back then, man. It was just a different world, different time.
Yeah.
Family mattered, it was just, the middle class had, that's what you strive, just to be middle class and you can survive and, take care of your family and stuff like that. But, now it's just so different, but, it's changed, I guess. But yeah, man, the Cosby Show, different world. I remember, what's the other shows I should have watched? The comedy show. I forgot. Martin.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you remember Martin? Yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty much, and a bunch of other shows I can't really think of right now, but, yeah.
I know, the memory slips, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, now, are you a solo artist? You produce your own stuff, or do you produce other people's stuff, and now you just stay in the studio and do all the mixing, or do you do both?
I kind of do both, man, but now, primarily just produce for other artists. I have client base, pretty solid client base, and, always, searching for new talent and whatnot. And, that's pretty much it, man. Just pretty much just online a lot, networking online, finding customers that way, and, just pretty much selling records to artists.
Hey, good deal.
Yeah.
You write all your own stuff, right? You don't
Yeah. Yeah, everything's all original, I really don't do a lot of writing, just mostly just production. If I do write, I might write, just hooks on records or something like that, but I rarely write the entire song, you know what I mean? I do have capability to do it, but I kind of let the writers shine, when it comes to that part.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do, huh?
Yeah, I would think so. Everybody has their, select talent, you know what I mean? They're just, everybody has something that they're good at, really, really good at. And, like, I'm really solid with the production, like, super solid. Like, I can write, but, I want everything A+, so I figure if there's an A+ writer, why not just give my A+ beat or whatever to the A+ writer? Then
there you go.
It makes magic,
Sounds like a good thing to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump ahead 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, man. Still doing music, but expanding. Maybe just getting away from the artists and seeking other placements. In the video game market, and there's different markets where that you can still really attain royalties. Nowadays there's a lot of piracy, and it's really difficult to sell music digitally.
Right.
You know, so, but people still purchase video games, you know.
You know? Now, do you have the computer expertise and the computer languages and all that stuff down pat to where you can actually make a video game, or are you gonna...
Well, no, not really. I can't do all of that, but just probably finding the people in the marketing department or so forth at the video game companies and the program directors and marketing directors and to try to seek placements that way and, just pitch my old, marketing deal or marketing.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. Good deal. Do you have anything coming out soon? For your artists? Anything you want to give a plug to while we're here?
Yeah, I got to give a plug out to my artist, man. We're working on something right now. His name is Young Burner, man. He's hot. He's out of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, we'll be dropping something really soon. Probably within the next month. We'll be having a nice little EP coming out. Also my boy Original the General, AG, he's coming out as well in the next month. We dropping a nice project with him. And I was also on the Slim 400 project. He's an artist. He's actually YG's partner in crime, YG 400 out in California. I just had a record on his project. It's pretty big. It's doing really good right now. So yeah, so that's about it. And still working with other artists here and there. I always have something in the works. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the only way to stay alive these days, is to constantly have new material coming out. Even my little blog here, if I'm not putting out 2 stories and 2 interviews a week, I'm feeling like I'm not furthering my business at all.
Yeah, man, it's all about content, man.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it nowadays, and people are so impatient, man. It'd be like you got to stay doing stuff, because if you don't, people lose interest quick, man.
Exactly. So, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Now, being an independent, I mean, you've got to. Do you get the feeling ever that you're like a little fish in a big ocean of artists and producers and stuff, or are you? How high up in the rankings are you as far as popularity and what you do and?
Well, I still see it. I mean, it's huge, man. Well, I'm nowhere where I want to be right now, but I've seen a lot of success, and I'm still successful. I'm able to make revenue off of my craft, man. I think, and if you're able to make $1 just off of something you love to do,
there you go.
I mean, that's just a blessing, man. So, I mean, I'm always striving, to move, forward, and strive for greater things. But I mean, I've seen a lot of things, man. I'm blessed, man. But as far as the rankings, I'm not the mustard yet, but I definitely have the capability of, but it's just about the marketing,
That's
so
what
that's
counts.
That's what counts. So yeah, that's it, man. Just going hard with the marketing. So yeah, you'll see me, man. I've been getting a lot of exposure thus far. I've been in a few magazines, Takeover magazine.
Oh, good.
I was actually in 2, in 2 issues of that, man, and that was pretty dope.
Wow.
Yeah, got a lot of calls and just a lot of follow-ups and met a lot of people. So, but yeah, man, just striving to push forward, man, and just do bigger and bigger things.
Good deal. All right. What do you find is the most challenging aspect of being your own producer and producing other artists? What's the most challenging aspect of being involved in the industry with different people and different personalities and?
I would say, man, there's a lot of challenges, man. You find a new challenge every day. Every day, man. It's always a freaking hurdle, man. That's the grind, man. That's the grind, just learning. But I would say just the marketing and the exposure and getting your artists to, because it's so many artists now, and it's so easy to make music nowadays. There's just so many people that are downloading programs and they're producers overnight.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and there's so much content out there, you know, and the thing is, how do you get your content, even if it's quality content, A1 content, how do you get your content above all of the, you know, just the bullshit? Excuse my
Yeah.
language, but that's the bottom line.
No,
And, you know,
yeah,
yeah,
I
it's just what
know.
it is. Yeah. But, you know, but that's the biggest challenge, man, you know, cause there's a lot of great artists out, you know, that you just don't know about because there's so much noise, other noise around. And the majority is, you know, isn't great, you know.
Exactly. And I think it's especially with the big companies. I mean, they got all the money to do all the marketing stuff, but most of the stuff they put out is either the same as every other big company or it's bullshit. You know?
Exactly.
And you put out quality content, nobody gets it because you don't have the money to put into getting it out there like they do. And, you know, and
exactly.
It can be really irritating sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, you hear trash, man. You hear trash, like on the radio all the time, and you wonder, like, how is this possible? Like, how is this possible? You know, but again, it's the business, man. It's a bigger engine behind the whole process. It's a lot of capital involved. You know, there's DJs a lot of money has been exchanged in different ways. You know, to get people, you know, it's all a business, man, at the end of the day. Yeah. But it's unfortunate when it comes to the true, you know, cause, you know, you have true artistry, you know, and once that gets overshadowed by this degree, then this the bullshit, then it becomes difficult, man, you know, but, you know, we still gotta move. Yeah.
Yeah. It's disheartening sometimes. You know,
it is.
You see it out there. It's just, anyway, are there any causes that you support?
Any causes I support, man?
Like, you know, the animals or the veterans or anything like that.
I mean, I support free speech, man. I can
go.
tell you that. I mean, that's my biggest, you know, cause. I would say, you know, free speech. I feel like, you know, we're in America, man. I mean, even if people disagree, you still have a voice. You should still have the right to say what you please. You know,
exactly.
You know,
and that right's being infringed upon seriously these days.
Yeah.
I mean, the left is, you know, like with the gay marriage thing. You know, a couple in a restaurant, it was in the news yesterday, is a gay couple sued them because they wouldn't take part in their wedding because of their religious beliefs. Well, you know, according to the Constitution, these people have the right to pray and they have the right to have their religious beliefs, but the guy on the news was saying if they're in business, they have to serve the community.
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just
bullshit.
You know, you either have free speech and you have your freedom, or you don't. And they won the lawsuit, and now that couple does not have the freedom. They have a $138,000 fine they got to pay. They're bankrupt. They don't have a business anymore, and it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. You know. Anyway, let's repeat what you got coming out, and we'll end the interview after this.
All right, man. Again, I got Young Burner, man. He's coming out. He's coming out with the flames, man. Stay tuned to him. I got my boy AG, Original Degenerate. He's coming out too. And I got some more beats coming out. Stay tuned. Check me out at Bangercommittee.com. That's BANGERCOMMITTEE.com. And follow me on IG at Banger Committee. And everything Banger Committee. This is Maul. And thank you, man. Thank you for the interview.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
I appreciate it, Mike. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.